Most seniors don't realize this, but airlines are secretly required to give you more than just a cramped seat and a bag of peanuts. Behind the curtain, there are hidden perks, free kits, seat upgrades, even VIP-style treatment waiting for you, if you know the right words to ask. The shocking part? Airlines almost never advertise these benefits because it saves them money when passengers don't ask. But once you do, you'll never fly the same way again. In this video, we're counting down 16 free things seniors can ask for on a flight. And trust me, number 7 alone could save you hundreds of dollars. So buckle up, because we're about to expose the secrets airlines wish you'd never discover. You've probably seen business class passengers open those little amenity pouches with toothbrushes, lip balm, and even socks. But here's what the airlines don't want you to know. Economy passengers, especially seniors, can often get them too, for free. Here's the curiosity hook. Airlines stock these kits quietly, and in many cases, they're sitting just a few rows away in the overhead compartments. The conflict? They're hidden in plain sight, because handing them out to everyone would cost the airline thousands. So instead, they wait, only giving them to the passengers who ask. Now, here's the payoff. By simply saying, "Excuse me, do you have any amenity kits available?" You could unlock a bag with toothpaste, an eye mask, earplugs, even lotion and cozy socks. On overnight or international flights, this little kit can mean the difference between feeling miserable and feeling refreshed when you land. Here's a pro tip. Ask early in the flight. Supplies are limited. And crew usually save the extras from business class for those who know to request them. And let's be honest, after 6 hours in a cramped seat, even a warm pair of socks feels like a luxury upgrade. The real secret? It's not about status or money, it's about knowing what to say. And this is just the beginning. Because if airlines are hiding free comfort kits, imagine what else they're keeping quiet about. Now let's imagine this. Your flight lands, and you've got just 40 minutes to cross a giant airport for your next connection. Your knees ache, the crowds are everywhere, and the gate feels like it's a mile away. Most seniors panic at this point, but here's the curiosity hook. Airlines actually have a hidden system in place to get you across the airport without breaking a sweat. The conflict? They don't advertise it. Because if everyone knew, the lines for these services would be endless. But the truth is, airlines offer free escort services, golf cart rides, and even motorized shuttles between gates, if you simply ask. Here's the payoff. By calling the airline 48 hours before your flight, or even just asking the gate agent when you land, you can arrange for transport directly to your connecting gate. No rushing, no pain, no risk of missing your flight. And it's not just for people in wheelchairs. If you use a cane, have bad knees, or simply feel overwhelmed by the distance, you qualify. Even better, if there's a delay and you're at risk of missing your next flight, staff will prioritize you. They'd rather escort you smoothly than deal with rebooking chaos. Picture this. Instead of dragging your bag through terminals, you're driven straight to your gate while everyone else scrambles. That's the kind of insider advantage airlines would prefer you didn't know. And if free airport rides surprised you, wait until you hear what's hiding behind those sleek glass doors most travelers walk right past. Here's something airlines don't want you to know. As a senior, you don't have to fight through the chaotic boarding line. While everyone else is stressed, jostling, and trying to squeeze their bags into the overhead bins, you can step calmly onto the plane first if you know to ask for priority boarding assistance. Now, why is this important? Think about the last time you boarded a plane. Everyone rushes, people bump into each other, and seats fill up fast. By the time you make it down the aisle, you're tired, maybe even anxious, and all the overhead space is already gone. That's not just uncomfortable. It can make the entire flight feel exhausting before it even begins. But here's the hidden perk. Seniors are often eligible for early boarding, the same privilege business travelers and elite frequent flyers pay for. Airlines keep this quiet because they sell priority boarding as an upgrade. Yet when you simply request boarding assistance due to age or mobility, they will usually let you on the plane early, completely free of charge. Imagine how much calmer your trip becomes when you walk in before the crowd. You get extra time to store your bag, settle into your seat, adjust your carry-on, and even chat with the flight attendants before the rush starts. No stress, no elbow fights, just peace. So next time you're flying, ask at the gate, "Can I be added for priority boarding assistance?" You'll be surprised how often they'll say yes. And once you try it, you'll never go back to waiting in the middle of the boarding stampede. Most travelers think seat upgrades are impossible without paying extra. Airlines love you to believe that the only way to get more legroom or a better seat is to swipe your card. But here's the secret. Seniors have a hidden advantage when it comes to scoring upgrades for free. Imagine this. You're boarding, and your assigned seat is squeezed between two restless passengers in the middle row. The flight hasn't even taken off. And you already feel uncomfortable. Most people think, well, that's it. Nothing I can do. But that's not true. Flight attendants know that comfort matters, especially for older passengers. If you ask politely and explain a simple reason, such as needing more legroom for circulation or preferring an aisle seat for easier mobility, you may get moved to a more comfortable spot. Sometimes that means a bulkhead seat with extra space. Other times it means an exit row or a partially empty row. And on rare occasions, it could even mean sliding into business class if seats are open. Here's a pro tip. Check with the gate agent before boarding. They're the ones with the power to reassign seats. If you smile and ask, "Are there any open aisle or bulkhead seats available?" you're signaling comfort and accessibility needs without demanding. Many seniors report being moved for free just by asking at the right time. And here's the cliffhanger. Airlines won't announce these moves. They keep it quiet because if everyone knew, the entire cabin would be lining up to switch. But seniors who ask early and ask nicely often walk away with the upgrade nobody else saw coming. Flying at 35,000 feet can feel intimidating, especially if you worry about your health. Airlines know this, but they don't go out of their way to tell passengers, especially seniors, that they already have medical support and health assistance available for free. Here's the hidden reality. Every commercial flight is equipped with first aid kits, oxygen, and trained crew members who know how to handle medical situations. Many flights even carry defibrillators and have direct access to doctors on call through radio connections. Yet most seniors sit in silence, uncomfortable or anxious, because they don't realize help is just one request away. Picture this. You start to feel lightheaded mid-flight. Maybe the cabin air feels too dry or you're dehydrated. Instead of panicking or trying to tough it out, you can discreetly press the call button. Flight attendants are trained to provide oxygen, water, or immediate care at no cost. And if something more serious happens, they'll alert medical professionals instantly and even prioritize your comfort until landing. Another insider tip. Seniors can ask for mobility assistance on board, like extra time moving through the cabin, help lifting carry-on bags, or even priority with bathroom access if needed. These services don't come with a price tag. They're part of passenger care. Airlines just don't broadcast it. And here's the part airlines really don't want widely known. Requesting these services early can also make you a higher priority for seating comfort and crew attention. It's not favoritism, it's safety. So next time you fly, remember, you're never on your own. Medical and health support is built into the ticket price. You just have to ask for it. But if you thought that perk was reassuring, wait until you hear the next one, because it's about getting free food and drinks that other passengers don't even realize exist. Airlines love to sell you overpriced food. A tiny snack box for $12, a lukewarm sandwich for even more. But here's the hidden truth. There are extra meals and snacks on board that seniors can get for free if you know how to ask. Here's what really happens. Every flight loads a few extra meals, snacks, and drinks in case of delays, crew needs, or last-minute seat changes. They don't announce it because if everyone knew, the demand would skyrocket. But when seniors politely request something, especially on longer flights, flight attendants often go out of their way to provide it. Picture this. You've finished your meal, but you're still hungry. Or maybe your seatmate gets the vegetarian option while you're stuck with something you don't like. Most people sigh and accept it, but if you ask kindly, you may get an extra tray or swap for a better choice for free. It doesn't stop at meals. Snacks like pretzels, cookies, and even fresh fruit are often tucked away for later in the flight. And beverages? Beyond water, many airlines carry juice, tea, coffee, and sometimes even hot chocolate, available if you simply request it. Seniors often get priority here because crews recognize the importance of staying comfortable and hydrated at altitude. Pro tip. If you're on an international or overnight flight, you can even ask for mid-flight snacks or second meal servings. Most passengers don't realize these are available because they're not announced loudly. And here's the tension. Airlines keep quiet because they make huge profits selling food. But for seniors in the know, that same overpriced sandwich is suddenly replaced by a free, better quality option. Now, if you thought free food was a win, wait until you hear the next secret. Some seniors even score complimentary entertainment perks most passengers never hear about. Airlines push hard to make you believe entertainment comes with a price. They'll sell you headphones for $8, Wi-Fi packages for $20, or streaming bundles at a markup. But here's the reality. Seniors can unlock free entertainment perks that most passengers don't even realize exist. Imagine this. You're on a 6-hour flight and your screen won't work. The person next to you is watching movies while you're left staring at the seat back in frustration. Most passengers think, guess I'll just endure it. But here's the trick. If you alert the crew, you may be given free headphones, complimentary Wi-Fi vouchers, or access to premium channels as compensation. And it's not just about broken screens. Many airlines actually carry spare headsets they'll hand out at no cost if you ask. Some even offer magazines, newspapers, and activity kits. Yes, even for adults, on longer flights. These are meant to keep passengers engaged but are rarely advertised. Here's where it gets interesting. Seniors who mention needing entertainment for comfort or to pass time during long flights often get priority. Flight attendants understand the importance of distraction at altitude, so they may provide complimentary upgrades to entertainment bundles or even unlock hidden movie libraries. Picture this. You have a 4-hour layover after a tiring red-eye flight. Instead of struggling in noisy waiting areas, you find yourself in a calm lounge, sipping free tea, charging your phone, and enjoying a hot meal, all without paying $1. It feels like a travel upgrade you never expected. Another overlooked path? Delayed or canceled flights? Airlines often hand out lounge passes as compensation, but they usually give them only to passengers who ask. Seniors, especially those traveling alone, are often prioritized because airlines want to ensure comfort while you wait. And here's a pro tip. If you're part of certain loyalty programs, senior discount clubs, or even traveling internationally, you may already qualify for free or discounted lounge entry. The trick is knowing to ask the airline or lounge desk directly. Why don't airlines shout about this? Simple. Lounges make them money, and the fewer people inside, the more exclusive it feels. But for seniors in the know, it's like discovering a hidden VIP room inside every major airport. And here's the cliffhanger. Free lounges sound amazing, but what if I told you that seniors can also score priority boarding privileges, getting on the plane before everyone else? That's coming up next. Boarding a plane can feel like chaos, crowds rushing the gate, people fighting for overhead bin space, and everyone impatiently shuffling down a narrow aisle. For seniors, that stress is multiplied. But here's the insider secret. You don't have to join the stampede. Seniors can often board early, completely free. Here's how it works. Many airlines quietly offer seniors priority boarding, though they don't always announce it. Instead, they wait for you to ask. By requesting priority boarding at check-in or at the gate, you can step onto the plane calmly, find your seat without pressure, and secure space for your carry-on before the bins fill up. Think about it. Instead of wrestling through a noisy crowd, you stroll down an empty aisle, place your bag overhead with help if needed, and sit back while everyone else jostles for space. It's like skipping the worst part of flying altogether. And here's something airlines really don't want you to know. Even if they don't have an official senior boarding policy, gate agents often use discretion. If you mention mobility concerns, arthritis, or simply needing extra time, they'll almost always let you board early. Why? Because it helps them too. Early boarding means smoother flow, fewer delays, and less chance of an accident in a crowded aisle. The key is simple. Ask politely. A phrase like, "I could use a little extra time to board comfortably. Are there any priority boarding options?" usually does the trick. But here's the cliffhanger. Boarding early is great, but what if you didn't even have to worry about walking the long distances in the terminal? That's where the most powerful free perk for seniors comes in, and it could change the way you fly forever. Now we've saved the biggest, most game-changing secret for last. Out of all the free services airlines keep hidden, this one has the power to transform your entire travel experience: wheelchair and escort assistance. Here's the truth. You don't have to be permanently disabled to qualify. If you struggle with long walks, have joint pain, tire easily, or simply want to avoid the stress of navigating crowded terminals, you're entitled to ask for wheelchair or escort service at no cost. Imagine this. Instead of rushing through security lines or worrying about missing a connection, an airline staff member meets you at check-in. They help you through security, guide you directly to your gate, assist with boarding, and even meet you at baggage claim after landing. It's like having a personal travel concierge, all free, just for asking. And the best part? This service reduces physical strain and takes away the anxiety of dealing with airports alone. Airlines actually prefer when seniors use this option because it prevents delays, ensures safety, and avoids costly last-minute emergencies. The key is simple. Request it in advance when booking your ticket or by calling the airline at least 48 hours before departure. But here's an insider secret. If you forget, you can still ask at the check-in counter or gate. Staff are trained to arrange it on the spot. Why don't airlines advertise this more? because if everyone knew how seamless it makes flying, far more passengers would request it. Instead, they let the secret circulate quietly among those who ask. And here's the ultimate cliffhanger. These 16 free perks are only the beginning. There are even more hidden benefits, upgrades, and unspoken rules that can make flying easier for seniors. But those are stories for another video.